friends, how are you? How's things? How's life? How's stuff? It's a little song called "Wave" from Antonio Carlos Jobim, one of my keyboard player's favorite composers, and we recorded this song last night. I'm not going to play it for you. I don't think we're ready quite yet, but we did do some studio sessions last night. Or we did the first of many. We're trying to record like 4 or 5 demos. We were hoping to get through, 3 or 4 of them last night, or at least, 2 good ones. And that didn't happen. So the funny thing is, we played just the 2 of us, which we've played, I don't know, hundreds of times. That's not true. We've only met probably... We've played it a lot. We've played it every week since we first started doing this. And I know it very well. Actually, I don't know this arrangement at all. What is this arrangement? Oh, that's just the top of the song. Hold on. Is this the B? This is the A side. This is... Yeah, this isn't how we play it. I can't use this app. How does it go? That's not how it goes at all. Something like that. We played this song literally every night, every week that we've practiced for 6 months. And I've played it dozens more times on my own, in my own practice sessions. I have our playlist and a thing with no bass, and I just play along to our songs. And so we started with that song because we feel like it's our strongest, together performance. We do really well. There's a bunch of synchronized parts. This arrangement that's in here, this isn't even close to how we play it, so this is kind of useless to me. But we do this whole walk down thing. It's very synchronized, so we have to be together doing that. And we're kind of feeling it. We're not playing it straight to the beat. And that whole first section that I played there. I play that whole section laid back, meaning that I don't play in the pocket. I'm just slightly behind. I'm just kind of letting it breathe a little bit. Imagining if you're a drummer, and I'm playing something like that, playing the kick, I'm letting, I don't want to hit my note when the kick hits. I want to hit it right as the kick lets off. And so it's almost like the kick is the hammer that's hitting my string. And so I play that kind of just chill, laid back. And then in the second section, I play a more, closer to the original version of the song. The original version of the song, I think, was kind of like a slap and pluck, but I don't do that. And it was octaves, so it was like... I don't even think it was that. I do that. So I've funked it up a little bit. I'm using fifths instead of octaves there. And that part, last night, I could not get the timing of this because it's not one and, it's not 1, 2. It's like the 1 is like a dotted eighth note. So it's like 1 and then the last 16th before the 2. So, and for whatever reason, I don't know if it was the drum groove we were listening to, or I was paying too much attention to the piano and not myself. Just every time we got to that section of the song, I was placing that note all over the place. I could not figure it out. Near the end of the night, I started playing it as triplets instead of a dotted eighth note. I decided that a triplet made more sense there because then I could just. But it sounds terrible, right? Or even just using the triplet feel instead of a dotted eighth allowed me to kind of find it a little easier, because in my head I could just triplet, I'm just thinking triplets. But man, I just, when that light, the recording light was on, and I'm sitting looking at my pedal board, dialed in some settings, looking at my music, which I kind of don't even need for this song. I think I could play this song completely without it. I just couldn't. We probably recorded like 5 takes, and all of mine were throwaways. We could probably comp something together from the 5, but I'd rather have we both kind of just, this is a live band. We're not recording these songs for an album. We're recording these songs for searching for drummers, for, promoters. Here's what we're doing, that kind of stuff. So we want to sound like a live band, which means there's going to be mistakes in our recordings. But I just was all over the place with timing on that song, and it was messing with me. I'm gonna have to really focus this next week because I couldn't get it. But anyway, the point of that is, after we do that song, he says, my bandmate's like, let's just play Wave. Let's just do Wave next. And I was like, okay. Which, again, we don't play this arrangement either. We play our own. We've rearranged all of these songs that we play, and I'm not playing any of them as written, really. But we got to this song, which I don't know it nearly as well as just the two of us. I kind of have to stare at this chart the whole time. If you've ever listened to Joe Beam, and if you're listening to just my bass part, it sounds terrible. Like it really. Oh. The notes are kind of all over the place, and that's just Joe Beam. Like he changes keys of songs just at random. It seems not at random, but anyway, when the keyboard is playing the notes, like the chords above these notes, it's way better. It makes sense when you hear it. But anyway, we switched to Wave, and I think in like the second take, it was perfect. Like, yep, that's great. They nailed it, And I know this song way less. It's much faster and more complicated for me to play because it's kind of all over the place. The sections of the song they're not similar, meaning that I can't just follow kind of a pattern here. They're 2 very different sections. Actually, the way that we have arranged it, 3 very different sections. But for whatever reason, I just nailed it. And that felt weird, right? I'm trying to figure out how recording works. I'm not a recording artist. I've never, we've tried to record back in June and just it didn't work out. So we said, we'll just hold off. We'll get some more practice time in. We'll get these demos, till they're good enough, right? And the demo that we recorded, the second take, there was one mistake in it that's a little bit like, But honestly, if you're just a listener, you wouldn't notice it. Brent and I noticed it. But it's a perfect demo. Like, it's great. Let's share it with the world. Like, that's done. Well, let's move on to the next one, because ultimately we want to be a live band, not recording artists. I mean, we're going to do recordings, but of other songs. Like, these songs we're just playing live. This isn't really. Sorry, I got distracted. I need to learn. It's like a completely different world sitting in a chair knowing that what you're doing is going to be put down on tape and could be forever. there has to be, like, I've never been a real athlete, but I know that athletes have that, like, in the zone moment where you just kind of, everything makes sense, and you just kind of go with it, and I need to find that, because I feel like if I can't find that in a private recording studio where it's just me and my bandmate who has heard all of my mistakes for 6 months, and none of these mistakes are embarrassing for us in that room. They would be embarrassing playing, but I need to figure out how to get that nervousness out of me when that light's on, because that light represents a crowd, and I'm not finding it easy to do. So just wanted to share that with you. Hopefully, from some of these recordings, we will find something that we can share. And I can say, look, I'm playing bass now, and here's how I do. But ultimately, Brent did a rough mix of the song last night and shared it with me, and I'm very proud of the way I played. I played a couple of new notes. I stuck some new stuff in, and it worked out really well. And I think my timing was excellent. I can definitely thank my private instructor, Kyle, for that. Yeah, it was remarkable for me to see where I've come over these past 6 months. So I just thought I'd share a little bit of trials and tribulations from the recording studio. Feels weird, but getting it done. So what do you got going on this weekend? Anything exciting? Anything interesting? Anything... Shush your mouth. Anything important? You should let me know in the comments. While you're down there, please like the video. Please subscribe if you're new here. I very much appreciate that. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. No, I'll see you Monday. Duh, it's Friday. Today's 1,000 plus little things happy, successful people do differently. We are learning 16 relationship truths for tough times. Number 13, silence and a half smile can hide a lot of pain from the world. Everyone you meet is afraid of something, loves something, and has lost something. Know this. You never know what someone has been through or what they're going through today. Don't make empty judgments about them. Be kind. Ask about their stories. Listen, I've told this story before, but I have a friend, I haven't seen him in a very long time, who I made judgment on because of the way that he treated me the first time I met him. And I thought, actually, he didn't treat me. The way he treated a customer the first time I met him. And I held that against him for years until one night at a bar, we sat down and talked. And I told him the story, and he was like, I'm sorry about that. But he's like, I try to keep in mind that I don't know what this person in front of me is going through, and maybe I should give them some grace. And that hit me really hard. And I've been trying to carry that for a very long time now. I still get judgy, but that's okay. But the important thing to understand is that you don't have to hold it against the person forever.